Thank you, Steve. As people can tell from Steve's talk, economists have a comparative advantage in jokes. And one of the oldest and best known jokes is the question, how many economists does it take to screw in a light bulb? And the answer is none. The market will take care of it. And while that's true at some level, ITIP is also teaching people about how to manage in the real world. And I want to call out to thank specifically the people who were responsible. The market didn't get your food on your table, although it certainly helped. And so I'd like to specifically thank the program assistant, Yiji Park, not only for being great in terms of helping the disorganized program director like me, and our conversations and meetings usually start, what is it that I'm supposed to do and what is it that I'm supposed to know? And then she just tells me, and every now and then she forgets, but we get through the day. The second person that I'd like to thank is Elaine Garby. Elaine Garby is the school's one alumni representative person for 25,000 Elliott School alumni. And you have to excuse me, I'm an economist, so A, I'm into numbers, and B, I'm not completely socialized. And so numbers that the school may prefer not to be known, I'm going to tell you them anyway. So we have about 25,000 alumni. About 400 of them are from ITIP, and they're all Elaine's responsibility. And she's basically how this got done. More seriously, in order for us to keep in touch with you, we really need you to keep in touch with us. Elaine, even if Elaine spent 10 minutes on each of the 25,000 alumni, it wouldn't get the job done. And so some of you are here because we had Yiji and her predecessors actually basically do cyber stalking. We don't have time to do cyber stalking for 25,000 alumni. We have cyber stalking for 400 alumni. We just graduated our 400th person this last semester. It's a milestone for after 20 years, and even economists could figure out that that averages 20 per year. We need you to help by keeping in touch with us and letting us know. Many of you who signed up for the food did not bother to fill out the alumni survey, so I would ask you, please fill out the alumni survey so that we can tell what you're doing and that so we might be able to ask your help. One of the strengths of this program is alumni are very involved in the program. You may have seen some of the pictures when you came in of the old rag hiking, which always attracts some alumni. And we also do indoor activities like career panels and talks. And so we also need people to be advisors for our capstone groups. One of the big challenges that we face as a program is that our students are very hardworking. Our students are really sharp, but it's hard to break into the world these days. In the old days, we had things called the mailroom. You could start in the mailroom. You could start as a secretary. There are no more secretaries. There's no more mailroom. How do people get started? How do people break in, especially people who are not well connected to begin with? And what's evolved is internships. And I'm going to ask specifically for your help with the ITIP internship, was actually started by Mike Backlog, Elizabeth, and one other colleague who's actually expecting a baby today or tomorrow, about 10 years ago, about 5 years ago. And we've had a good number of supported interns. And basically the way people get started is they do internships. And many people among the alumni have gotten their jobs through their internships or indirectly through their internships. The thing is, as the dean admitted, we're damn expensive. And if we put on top of our high tuition, we put unpaid internships, then it becomes very, very challenging for those people who don't have means already to come here. One of the things that Mike and Elizabeth and their colleagues started was a way for us to pay for their unpaid internships. So I'm going to ask for your support specifically for the internship fund. I know the dean focuses on scholarships, but our focus is on internships as a connection between school and the world of work and careers. So I'd ask you seriously to think about making a donation, even if it's a small one. Each of our internships provides for someone working for a semester $2,000. Even if you only give $100, if we have 20 people, that funds an internship. This semester, we have several applications for doing unpaid internships by ITIP, and we only have enough money to pay for one internship. So I ask you, if you can spare $100 or more, please give it to the internship fund. As an economist, I strongly believe that reducing the cost of anything leads to more of it. And so we have reduced the cost of giving to the ITIP internship fund by putting a convenient button on our website. And so all you have to do is Google GWU Elliott and ITIP, and you'll find a donate to the internship fund button. And I would ask you to please consider doing that. If for some reason you're not in a position to do that, we really need people to help in terms of coming to campus, talking to our students about their careers, or basically providing internships or providing jobs. And the way a network works is we have to have people contribute from all parts of the network. That includes not only alums who have been out for a long time, but recent alums who are more in touch with what's going on in the job market, and also even our students who can give leads for internships to other students. One piece of good news that I'd like to end with is one of the jobs that I do is work on admissions. And we're in the middle of the admissions cycle, but as of today, or several hours ago, our applications, and we don't have them all in because it's too early, and actually the deadline, or no doubt some people who are not here are filling out their applications since the deadline for the second deadline is actually midnight tonight. We have 25% increase in applications over last year as of today. And that's great, and that's in large part due to efforts by our current students and by some of our alums who we asked to spread the word. So just as Mike asked, please continue to do that, because the more people who we have in our network, the more we can help each other and help people already there. And I'm accustomed to lecturing. I teach a 2.5-hour class, and many of you have had the pleasure of listening to me for 2.5 hours with a 5-minute break in the middle, but I think I'll end with that. And for those of you, especially who haven't had a chance to try Annandale Catering, even for those who have, please go and help yourself. Thank you very much.